Are you tired of not being where you want to be in life? Do you feel constrained by your environment, by all the forces and stimuli around you? Do you feel that no matter how hard you try, no matter how bad you want it, it still doesn't seem to come and happen for you? Forgive yourself. Many people have been there too, and I completely understand. You see, it takes more than simply wanting, simply desiring, no matter what gurus tell you, or simply manifesting to achieve the results and to reach the goals that you really want. Yes, you need to dream. Yes, you need to have a clear picture of what that is. However, you need clarity not just in visualizing, but the actual practical achievement of those goals. In this email, I want to touch on briefly a couple of what those are and a couple pointers that will allow you to get to where you really want to go a lot more effectively. First, you need to ask yourself, am I identifying the actual problem? Typically, when we tell ourselves that we can't do something or something is very hard to do, we leave out potentially why that is. And we tend to gloss over what the actual problem is. We're so trapped into how we feel about it. And we don't take the time to really just ask the question. So that has to change. Secondly, ask yourself, am I being upfront as to what really is holding me back from my dreams? And even if you may have thought of it a little bit, the real problem, the real obstacle typically is a bit uncomfortable. Maybe you're just lazy. Maybe you're just scared and you don't know how to say it out loud. Maybe you don't feel that you're good enough. I'm giving you permission to say so. But there is always something, and that thing is not always external. A lot of times the problem is actually you. A big part of the problem is you. So you have to be honest and upfront as to what potentially that could be. And as you take the time to do that introspection, typically you feel more compelled, more convicted, more driven to actually make the change that's necessary to actually get to where you want to go. The third question is, and this is more action oriented, what is one thing I can get started on right now? Yes, a large goal, a large idea might seem complicated. And yes, there may be particular things in our way of us getting there. However, there are always little things or impactful things, even within those constrictions, that we could do to begin to get us closer. And in asking yourself and in trying to seek out what those are, typically they show up. And typically acting on those move you a lot closer than you would actually imagine. So it's really important that you always try to figure out what is that one next important action step that you could get started on right now or just get completed. So generally there is never a complete singular reason why you're not getting what you want. Typically it's a chain of events, a chain of reactions, a chain of beliefs that typically hold you back from taking the action. It's not always a matter of how much resources you have, but how much you are really willing to go through those limitations. And typically that is the individual that succeeds. If I'm speaking to you, if that's you, and if you really want to level up, and you're trying, yet it still hasn't seemed to be working as much as you've wanted, and you know that you have what it takes, book a call with me. On there, We'll go through the essential things going on for you, clarify exactly where you really want to go, and give you some really good options to get there. But no matter what you do, do something next. Talk to you soon.